I like to make men uncomfortable. I enjoy making men uncomfortable.
So this is footage from 2015, and this is a filmmaker that has been chosen to make the next Star Wars movie. And Disney and Star Wars fans, not all of them, some of them claim that they're not getting female men-hating activists to make their movies. But I beg to differ. Let's take a look.
What is the balance of activating a force for change, but also trying to permeate that patriarchy, that power structure? And is that a part of the calculation of your art as well? And what's been the reaction to that?
She was foaming at the mouth at this part to get her opinion across on men.
Oh, absolutely. I like to make men uncomfortable. I enjoy making men uncomfortable. Not you, just not you. Not.
Yeah, but not you, mate. Not you, because she sat right in front of me. Not you, not at all. These are the type of people that are going to ruin film and do ruin film.
Point taken. Point taken.
You can clearly tell with how his mannerisms are and how he's saying what he's saying that he's really saying, go screw yourself.
Point taken. Point taken.
Dear me.
But, it is important to be able to look into the eyes of a man and say, I am here.
Oh, please, here we go. Look into the eyes of a man and say, I am here. All right, I can see you.
And recognize that. And recognize that I am working.
You are working, and while you're at it, make me a sandwich. It's a joke.
To bring something that makes you uncomfortable, and it should make you uncomfortable, because you need to change your attitude. And it's only when you're uncomfortable, when you're shifty, when you have to have difficult conversations, that you will perhaps look at yourself in the mirror and not like the reflection, and then say, maybe there is something wrong with the way I think, or maybe there is something wrong with the way I am addressing this issue.
That very clearly by her actions and what she's said, she's not too fond of men. Not too fond of men whatsoever. And this is my problem with a lot of movies today. Not all of them, a lot of them. I believe that messages in movies are a good thing. But, when it's entertainment like Star Wars and other stuff, it doesn't need to hit you in the face and directly write it to you as though you are stupid. Like, you can't figure what's being said out by just watching the actions of people in a film. It has to be hit in your face. And a lot of films today, especially what I think she may do, she might prove me wrong, I don't know, I really hope she does, but a lot of people today in film are telling you that men are bad, men are horrible people, and we're not all horrible people at all. And can you imagine kids gonna watch films with messages like this? 'Cause Star Wars is it's a family film, isn't it? It's for kids and for people that like just the Star Wars fandom. I don't want a little boy going to watch a Star Wars film and then come out saying, oh, so I'm a male, I'm going to grow up to be a piece of crap and there's nothing I can do about it and I've just got to change who I am. Even though there's probably nothing wrong with them, they are going to grow up thinking that they are trash due to a lot of messages that are in films today due to Disney. And some that aren't Disney, but that's what it is. And it's horrible for young men to grow up like that, especially when the suicide rate for men is higher than ever right now. It's disgusting, and men don't get that much help when it comes to mental health. And people like her are probably going to put that message in their movies as their art. And it's basically this an activist. Then she's an activist. She's going to put how she feels about society in a film. She's not going to write the film because it's Star Wars and to make it an entertaining Star Wars movie. And it's absolute nonsense from a filmmaking perspective, especially if it's Star Wars. If she wants to, and people like her want to write films with messages that are aimed at abuse within the household or abuse from men, do that and do it in a film that's going to have that be heavy with that message, and instead of something that's fantasy like Star Wars and recent stuff. We've seen it in Doctor Who, and Doctor Who's always been, apparently inclusive, but it doesn't have to spell it out for you. It just kind of happens, and they're spelling it out for you in Doctor Who now. And personally, I find it insulting to people. It's like they think we're getting dumber as viewers, and we're not. The creators are just thinking this TikTok generation are brain dead, and I know a lot of you aren't at all. People are people; they're just the same, no matter what you do. But that's what Russell T Davies and people that write these films like this think what you are. They think you are incredibly stupid and you can't make decisions for yourself. You need to be told how to behave, especially if you're a young man. And just before I wrap up, I do want to say that I believe in sticking up for people. I believe in doing the right thing when people are getting abused, or people are getting treated wrongly by men, and just by anybody. But I believe that, I think everybody does. I like to believe people do have general common sense, but two wrongs do not make a right. If somebody's done you bad, doesn't mean everybody's bad, and everybody that's male or female in your life is a piece of crap and should be treated as such. And you shouldn't be punishing people like that, because then you have actually turned yourself into the abuser, and you might not even realise it, but you have. And it's disgusting, and it's not a good look, especially when people that very clearly think that their general audience you're just not very intelligent. You're not intelligent. That's what they probably think of you, and you need to be told messages in your movies instead of being entertained, in order to show you their message, and they'll have their message in everything they make, especially Disney. So they can, brainwash you and get an army of people to hate on something. So they've got their cult now that will always watch their products, and it's nonsense and it's disgusting. And I 100% disagree with it, and think it should be way more subtle, because you should believe get your information by looking at the actors and how they're presenting themselves, not them directly telling you in the camera what the actual message is. Anyways, it's just something that grinds my gears in film. And next we are I'm gonna have Godzilla 2000. I'm gonna start reviewing the Millennium era of Godzilla movies, and I've never seen them, so I'm looking forward to it. Anyway, take care, have a good one, and join our fucking cult. See they.